Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. Today's video is going to be my Pan Those Eyeshadows update. I have been working on 5 single eyeshadows over the last few weeks and I have a really exciting update. I have actually hit pan on one of those eyeshadows, so I'm going to be able to roll in a new one this time round as well, so I'm really happy about that. I guess I'll start with the one that I did hit pan on, and this eyeshadow is from Makeup Geek. It is one of their foiled eyeshadows and this one's in the shade Fantasy. I'll insert a clip of where I was at the last update so you can see just how much I've used. And here is where we are at with this one. So lighting isn't the best, but hopefully if I angle it you can see that pan in the middle there. I absolutely adore this eyeshadow. Like, there's just something about the tone of the green in this particular one that really works well. Every single time I wear this eyeshadow I get compliments on how nice it is, and I definitely agree. I love it. I'm gonna have a bit of a tricky time trying to find a dupe for this, I think. But if you do know of any dupes for Fantasy by Makeup Geek, then do let me know, because obviously they are going out of business, unfortunately. But I mean, I've only hit pan, like I've still got a lot of eyeshadow in here left, so I don't need to worry about that too soon. And then I'll move on to the ones that I had at the introduction video. So the original eyeshadows are still ongoing in this project. The first one I have here is Magic Act. And here's how we're doing with Magic Act. As you can see, there's really not a lot left in this eyeshadow now. I've been massively upping the usage on this one because my goal on this one is to completely finish it up, whereas the goals on the other ones are just to hit pan. So how I've been using this one over the last few weeks, since the last update, I did purchase a new SPF because I completely ran out of my MAC one, as you guys know. So I purchased this one on Beauty Bay. It's just from the brand Hello Sunday, SPF 50, but it is like a primer and it's quite like silicone based as well. So what I've been doing is, and I've done this in projects before, I've been using a little bit of this eyeshadow, like mixing it in with my primer, and it just provides a really nice glowy base for underneath my foundation, and it's just an extra step to try and use this up quicker. And then on top of that, I've been wearing it as, like, obviously an all over the lid eyeshadow, but I've also been using it as my highlight on the days where I'm not using Lights Capade from MAC. So I have this on my skin today. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that really, but I've just been using like my highlight brush in there and just using that all over the face to provide a really nice light gold kind of highlight. Next up I have another foiled eyeshadow, and this one's in the shade Pegasus. Here is where I'm up to now with the Pegasus. Hopefully you can see the dip that's going on. I'm really sorry about the lighting. The sun is so bright today, so I'm having to sort of angle it away. But yeah, there's a decent dip. I'd say maybe if I use this the same amount as I did this month, then I could probably hit pan by the next time round. It's so much easier for me to hit pan on shimmers than it is with mattes. And then speaking of mattes, I have the one that I pair with Pegasus is Dragonfly. And here's where we're at with Dragonfly. Nice little dip going on in there, and I've been just using this every single time I used Fantasy and also Pegasus. So I paired this with both the greens in this project. Again, I might be able to hit pan by next time. It just depends on how much usage I can get on those two shadows. And then lastly I have Shuffle the Cards by Topshop. here's where we're at now. I'm so happy with how this one's going because it is that sort of baked formula. So it's difficult to sort of tell how deep the pan is. It's very like domed as well, so there's an awful lot of product in here. But as you can see, there's a huge dip going on in there. I love just popping this all over the lid, and recently I've been popping down just a, don't have it here, oh yes I do. I've just been using a glitter primer, popping this all over the lid and then using a brush to apply this all over the lid just to get a really, really intense payoff from this. It is a duochrome colour, it's kind of like orange and green. I've swatched it in previous videos, so I'll link those in my playlist, but I will almost definitely have pan on this by the next update for sure, because the dip is just crazy deep in there. And so now the exciting bit, I'm going to roll in another eyeshadow to replace Fantasy. And the one I've chosen is a lilac shade, a lavender kind of purple shade, because I've been really, really missing my purple eyes. You know, I just love to wear purple eyeshadow, and I wore an awful lot of it last year when I was panning my Tartelette palette. So I've been missing it, and I thought this is the perfect project to put a purple shadow in, because I'm not going to be trying to use it up. I'm literally just going to be trying to hit pan on it, and then I can move on to something else. So the one I've chosen is from MAC, and it's called Blooming Mad. It's a frost finish, and I think it was from like a limited edition spring collection, if I remember rightly. This is what it looks like. It is another sort of duochrome, and it's really difficult to sort of swatch. The payoff isn't great, so I might try using it over that glitter primer as well for this one. Let me try and get a good swatch for you. You kind of have to really dig in there. I do find that with most MAC products, they don't swatch particularly well. Most MAC eyeshadows, I should say. Oh, that's a terrible swatch, but it's kind of like a pink and purple shift. Maybe if I show you on my finger. Yeah, you can see it a little bit better on my finger there. But it's absolutely beautiful. And it was perfect, perfect, perfect for this time of year. Like, I always gravitate towards like pastel-y and purple tones in spring. I just love it. With this project, I've really been enjoying working on like themes and really trying to sort of pair eyeshadow looks together. It just makes it so much easier to pan, rather than like having a standalone eyeshadow kind of thing. So for example, these three eyeshadows, Dragonfly, Fantasy, and of course Pegasus, I can interchange them in looks. And then what I'm hoping to do is next update, when I'll have hopefully a couple new eyeshadows rolling in, I think I might tie in some more purple tones and just work on those for a few months. So if you are doing this project, I highly recommend trying to like categorise and put in a theme for your eyeshadows, because it's so much easier to wear a whole look and pan a whole look rather than doing standalone ones. So goals for the next time, I definitely want to finish up Magic Act. I think I can do that now I've upped the usage on that one. And I really do want to hit pan on Shuffle the Cards as well, and again I think that is definitely attainable. The other kind of bluey green ones, I'm happy to roll in for another month if I don't hit pan on those, it's no problem. I think that's going to be it for this update. I really hope you're doing well, and let me know how you're getting on if you're doing this project in the comments, and I'll have a little chat with you down there. But I hope you enjoyed this update, and if you did, then please do subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!